Welcome back, guys. Israel Adesanya versus Nassourdine Imavov. And there's 3 reasons why I think Izzy's a nightmare matchup for Imavov. Reason number 1, reach and range. Imavov is 6'3" with a 6'3" reach, a 75-inch reach, which is normal, a 1-to-1 ratio, height and reach ratio. Izzy, on the other hand, a 1 inch taller, 6'4", but with an 80-inch reach, 6'8" reach. So Imavov isn't T-Rex, but against Izzy, he might as well be T-Rex. He has a 5-inch reach disadvantage. That means he has to cover half a foot of distance just to get in range to punch Izzy. So by the time Imavov's in range, he's already going to be in the danger zone with Izzy. And Izzy is a sniper. But by the time he covers that distance, he's going to eat a lot of punches. Also, Izzy likes to keep his elite hand extended. How is Imavov going to get through that? Overhands? He loves the overhand. That's his go-to punch, the overhand, which we'll talk about in number 2. But how is Imavov going to close that distance and reach Izzy? Imavov already whiffs a lot of his punches. He mainly has a 2-piece combination, jab, cross. It's usually a jab, hook, jab, overhand. Imavov has to go within close range and just dirty box. Just get into a dogfight. But Izzy is too good for that, guys. Very defensive. He's a counter striker. He's just going to evade, retreat, reset. He's elusive. He pulls a lot. So we're going to see a lot of pull counters from Izzy. Imavov is going to break a lot of his punches. He's just a poor man Strickland. His punches are crisp. He has very fast punches, very crisp punches, so it might appear that he's better, but he's not as good as we think he is. Because if you account for his defense, which is number 2, his defense is kind of shit. He's got bad defense, guys. Defense along with the ducking and crouching. Advantage Izzy. Izzy has really good jabs. Imavov, on the other hand, gets tagged with jabs. Imavov doesn't really have good head movement. Izzy, again, is a sniper. He's got a really good jab. Izzy is going to tag him up with jabs. 100%. Izzy has really good calf kicks. Imavov eats a lot of calf kicks. Imavov's calves are about to be chewed up. He's about to get his legs chopped down. Back to the striking defense. Imavov loves that right hook, the rear hook, and overhand. I'm going to use it interchangeably. It doesn't really matter if it's a hook or overhand. That's his go-to punch. I think that's his favorite punch. And it's just going to fall short a lot of the times. He has to close that distance before he throws it with Izzy. And Izzy is just way too elusive. He's going to pull back and he's going to counter. But the main mistake he makes with throwing that hook, if you pay attention, he ducks his head to the left while he's throwing that hook or overhand. He throws it and ducks to the left. Throws it, ducks to the left. A lot. He does it very frequently. And I'm sure Izzy has already picked up on that. So what I see Izzy doing is feinting. Izzy is one of the most feinty fighters out there. And does Imavov bite on feints? Yes, he does. There's a lot of footage on him biting on feints. He's going to bite on feints. He's going to throw his hook or crouch or duck. And I guarantee you Izzy has something cooked up for that. Izzy has really good body shots, uppercuts, the upward punches, even upward jabs. Imavov's guard is low and open. He's got a low open guard. He's going to get tagged to the face. So he might adjust by tightening his guard and crouching. He does that a lot. And at that point, Izzy's going to go to the body. Izzy has really good body hooks, uppercuts, shovel hooks, especially with his right. And what do we know about Imavov? He ducks to his left. He also ducks right in the center line and also to the right, but it's mostly when he's throwing that hook, he's ducking, dipping to that left. Izzy also has really good kicks, phenomenal kicks. Besides the calf kicks, he has good round kicks to the dome. So I have a feeling Imavov is going to eat a head kick while he's doing that, while he's throwing that right hook overhand. I don't think it's going to end in the finish because Imavov is really durable. He's got a really good chin. So there might be times where Izzy rocks Imavov and we might think it's about to be over, but Imavov just fights back like a zombie. They're fighting in Saudi Arabia, so he might have like a morale boost. So it's going to be pretty tough for Izzy to put away Imavov, but I wouldn't be surprised. And lastly, number 3, the only chance I see Imavov winning this fight is if he takes Izzy down, out wrestles Izzy. But does he have the wrestling pedigree to do that? Does he have the wrestling acumen to do that? He's Dagestani, so we might think he's automatically a great wrestler. But I think he's more French than Dagestani with the wrestling. French kickboxers, great. French wrestlers, not so great. French wrestling, this is not it, brother. Surreal, dominated. Moicano recently dominated Saint Denis. Imavov, there's a ton of footage of Imavov getting taken down. Strickland took down Imavov. His last fight, Brendan Allen took him down with ease. Cannonier had a takedown. He's been taken down a lot. So there's a lot of footage of Imavov being taken down, but there isn't much footage of Imavov going for takedowns. He's pretty much a pure striker. Now with that Allen fight, Imavov dominated Allen on the ground, but it was Allen who was initiating every wrestling exchange. Early round 1, Allen took him down and just controlled him for the rest of the round. Rounds 2 and 3, it wasn't Imavov shooting for a takedown. Allen would shoot, whether he was gassed or not, I don't know what happened. Let's give credit to Imavov. He defended well in rounds 2 and 3, but it wasn't Imavov shooting for those takedowns. It was Allen incessantly shooting for the takedown, not getting it, lackluster single legs, just willfully going into his guard and inviting Imavov to meet him there. And Imavov obliged. It was just Allen being stupid. So we really don't have much to go off of as far as how good Imavov is with offensive wrestling, except the Buckley fight. The Buckley fight, he shot for a takedown, but he really wasn't able to do anything with it. But we do know that his wrestling defense is subpar. And with the elite wrestlers, there's not much of a discrepancy between their wrestling defense and wrestling offense. If their wrestling defense is subpar, we can be rest assured that their wrestling offense is going to be subpar too. Imavov does have really good back takes. At times, his opponents overextend on punches, and Imavov quickly circles and takes their back, but he's not able to do much with it. Lastly, with the wrestling, let's assume that Imavov is skilled enough in the wrestling department. Does he have the strength to take down Izzy? Because Izzy is very strong. He has really good takedown defense. It might be underrated now from his last fight. We just saw Dricus take him down and submit him, but I think we got to give more credit to Dricus. Does Imavov have the strength to take down Izzy, even if Imavov's wrestling is up to par? No, I don't think so. He does not have the strength. Why do I say that? It's because every fight, bro gets dominated in the clinch. Along the fence, in the center of the ring. He'll get clinched up in the center of the ring, and his opponents will just push him back with ease. He does not have the strength. Strickland was doing that. Clinched up in the center of the ring, pushed Imavov, no problem. Went along the fence and just controlled him. Cannonier did that a bunch of times. Clinched up in the center of the ring, moved him back, no problem. I think Allen was able to do that as well. Delize was doing that. Now, he dominated Delize because Delize's striking is just brutal. But as far as clinch work, he gets dominated every time by every opponent. So that tells me he does not have the strength. Even if he had the wrestling pedigree, the wrestling skill, acumen, he does not have the strength to take down Izzy. Izzy's very strong. He's got a strong base. He might get a back take where Izzy overextends on a right, but he's not going to be able to do anything with that. Izzy's going to turn into him and eventually separate. Imavov's main way to victory is get close distance, but I don't think it's going to happen too often. Izzy's too smart for that. He's too good for that. It's not Izzy's style. He's going to separate. He's going to retreat. So this fight, guys, everything I think is in the favor of Izzy. Imavov has to hope that Izzy somehow fell off a cliff. He's no longer in his prime. He might be at the tail end of his prime, but he's still in his prime. Like, he's got to hope that Izzy's not there mentally and just makes a ton of mistakes. As somebody who's taking Izzy and probably going to bet on Izzy, I don't bet too often, but when I'm super confident, I place my bets. I say this in other videos. I'm not condoning gambling. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So don't do as I do, all right? I'm probably going to put money down on this fight. Line right now is minus 180. I think it should be minus 800, to be honest. Because 9 out of 10 times, Izzy's going to win. Everything is in his advantage. He's going to negate everything that Imavov does. And the main thing is that reach. And the one time where Imavov wins, it's him managing to get in close range. Izzy's not there mentally and just stays there. That's the only way I see Imavov winning. Or a random back take where he gets a submission, which I don't see it happening too often either. Maybe 5% chance. 1 out of 20 times, he might be able to do that. 9 out of 10 times, it's a wrap. And also, this is contender Izzy. I think considering Izzy isn't champ, he doesn't have that added pressure because usually when he's champion, he always fought not to lose. But contender Izzy is a different animal. Again, I think it's going to go to a decision, but I would not be surprised if it ends in a finish, like a 4th round finish, via head kick. I don't know. I just see him landing that head kick when Imavov is throwing that hook and dipping to the left. Also an uppercut or a right hook, similar to how he got Whittaker out of there in their first fight. If you're somebody who really thinks Imavov is going to win, please let me know. I'm genuinely interested in why. Because I couldn't come up with much besides that close-range dogfight. A lot of people say he's a pressure fighter. He's like Strickland, but it's not going to be like Strickland. Strickland was evading a lot of punches and strikes from Izzy. Imavov's not like that. Defensively, it ain't it. He's going to eat a lot of punches. He's probably going to eat a lot of kicks, calf kicks. It's not going to be like the Strickland fight because defensively, he's just not it. So how is he going to win? Let me know. Give me a rational reason why Imavov wins. Don't just be like, inshallah, brother, Muslim fighter in Saudi Arabia, brother, Muslim fighter undefeated. Get out of here with that. So that's going to be it, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, as always, if you made it this far, thank you very much. And till next time, much love. Peace.